Hey, I'm Bruce, and together with my wife Liz and daughter, we are a family of 3 from the United States. We have now spent a couple months in different European countries on 3 separate international trips over the past 2 years. Thought I'd make this video to document our thoughts and also for our own future use, and who knows, maybe it's entertaining to someone out there. Quick disclaimer though, these opinions are based solely on our own experiences. As your experiences differ from ours, your opinions will likely vary as well, and that's okay. With that out of the way, keep watching to hear what us Americans liked most about our experiences in Europe. And if you watch all the way to the end, we'll even throw in one dislike. First thing we loved about Europe was the walkability. We loved the freedom and adventure of walking to do so many things. We walked to grocery stores, bakeries, shopping, restaurants, parks, and transit stations from our accommodations in each European country we visited. And we mainly stayed in large cities, true. But this wasn't only true for big cities. Some less populated areas we stayed in were also very walkable, including Interlaken, Switzerland, and Nîmes, France. Not having to worry about driving, parking tickets, or getting gas is true freedom. Mixed-use zoning really makes a big difference, and we always enjoy it when we can get it. The second thing we liked most about Europe was the bread, and that's really it, just bread. So if you know, you know. The third thing we liked most about Europe was the quality of produce. The quality of fruits and vegetables from grocery stores, street markets, and even train stations were on another level than what I'm used to as an American. And this is coming from someone from an agricultural focused area in the Central Valley of California. In fact, California is the largest producer of agricultural products in the United States. Having that said, the strawberries, peaches, cherries were all on another level compared to ours here in the States. And I've picked each of those directly from farms or orchards here too. Are your European farmers using different varieties? What the heck is going on? I don't know. In 2023, last year, our 8-month-old baby, who had absolutely 0 teeth, only gums, was eating fruit without any problem at a Bruges, Belgium farmer's market, including the best strawberries my whole family has ever had. And this was apparent in every single European country we visited, not just one. The fourth thing we liked most about Europe was the public transit. It was better in nearly all aspects. It had more modes, included metros, buses, speed trains, trams, and more. They had more diverse range of people using them as well, not just the mentally unstable like here in America. Alright, that's a little bit of a joke, but if you've used public transit in the SF area, you know what I'm talking about. One of the biggest surprises was also the frequency. There were many cities that had trains on the same line, same direction, going every 4, 5, 6 minutes. Paris, Frankfurt, Berlin, Amsterdam, Munich, nearly all the large cities we've stayed in seemed like that, or were like that. Then there were the speed trains. These were life-changing. To be going 300 kilometers per hour, which is 200 miles per hour in freedom units, through the countries, while being waited on, drinking cold beers, Liz drinking her hot lattes, enjoying free Wi-Fi, or included Wi-Fi, not having to drive, but just watch the beautiful scenery whiz by, now that is life. Seriously, one of the best things Europe has over America. We absolutely love the high-speed trains. I've driven countless high-stress freeway hours between Sacramento and the Bay Area, down to Fresno, in traffic, narrowly avoiding accidents, all because it's the easiest and most convenient option we have here. America, please. The fifth thing we liked most about Europe was the safety. So I get it, this one is probably the most personal on the list, but we were living in San Francisco for 2 of the Europe trips, and coming back to SF from Switzerland as well, let's just say not fair to SF. Violent crime is roughly 5 times more likely to occur in America versus places like Germany and Switzerland, and we definitely felt that. We encountered stores that didn't lock up their products at night, which is absolutely mind-blowing to us. The sixth thing we liked most about Europe was the history. Sitting outside enjoying a meal and a drink in an old city square where there's direct 2,000-year-old lineage of political, social, and commercial gatherings is nuts. As a born and raised Californian, I think anything from the 1800s is crazy old. Wow, that building's from 1890? Whew, that's old. We enjoyed marveling at old architecture and churches like the Sainte-Chapelle in Paris. We had a blast exploring a 2,000-year-old Roman Colosseum in southern France. Then cool little things like being at the place of the first sidewalk. As a big fan of history, I just can't get enough when we're in Europe. The 7th thing I liked most about Europe was the Nutri-Scores on food labels. This really needs to come to America. It would help so many people be even a little bit healthier. Not a lot of people take their time to read the ingredients and make healthy choices, so I think a small change like this would help a lot. And as most people know, America is dealing with a major obesity epidemic where nearly half of US adults are obese these days. Well, I hope America gets their act together and does Nutri-Scores, but I assume the big snack industry lobbyists probably aren't going to allow that, sadly. The 8th thing we liked most about Europe was the lack of sprawl. I didn't really notice this one until our Germany trip earlier this year, in May of 2024. In America, you generally drive out of a big city and you drive through a few suburbs, and then you kind of get to a small town, and then you get to some greenery, some farmland, parks, etc. In Germany, when you leave metropolitan areas, I feel like you just leave a very dense area, and then it's lush forest and foliage, like you're in the mountains of California, or there's farms right next to 3-4 story buildings. It just goes from dense city to very rural areas. No single family home tracks for miles and miles, opposite of America. We heard farmers just can't sell to property developers like what happens here in the States. I'm not sure if that's true, but either way, we loved how much land wasn't bulldozed for urban sprawl and was just green and open and looked so inviting and beautiful. So props to Europe. Alright, so those were the 8 things we liked most about Europe as Americans, and we want to know what you guys think. Do you agree, disagree? Let us know in the comments what you think. So thank you for sticking along to the end. Here's one thing we didn't like about Europe. We didn't like smokers, especially people smoking while eating. This was a huge culture shock to us as Americans, where not many people smoke, but definitely you wouldn't smoke at a table at a restaurant. That'd be considered very rude here. I didn't want to eat cigarette with our meals, but many times we had to. And it wasn't just in Paris. It happened in Munich, Spain, Austria as well. I really think a cigarette came with some breakfast combos there at cafes. The smoking was a major downer, but we typically still wanted the outdoor vibes, so we just had to gut it out and get secondhand smoked on. So it is what it is. You take the good with the bad, right? Alright, you made it to the end, and I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed hearing what we liked and didn't like about Europe as Americans. Like I said, let me know if you agree or disagree with anything in the comments below. I'd like to hear your opinions too and your experiences. The worst part about all of this is now we want to move to Europe, and sadly it's not as easy as it sounds. We've been trying for a little while, and who knows, maybe in 2025 we can make it. So thanks again for watching, and auf Wiedersehen aus California. Gracias para mirar y adiós a todos. Ciao.